It's the day of the show, y'all. Prince Charming, you're late tonight at 7 o'clock for one show only. Good morning, Anita. Neighbors, I'm Belle in my neighborhood. Bonjour, bonjour, hello. That's me. Yeah, excited and scared. I am ready. Boy, have I rehearsed those words. That said, having not done this in front of an audience in nearly 3 years, having rewritten some of it, being in a different space than my living room, there's a lot of variables of like, I could just end up way off the script and not know how to get back. I've written a little pre-curtain speech to be read to say, if it's been almost 3 years, so if I'm not perfect or I paraphrase, don't blame me, blame the playwright. It's me. It's fine, they're my friends coming. The thing that was unnerving is yesterday we did our tech. Now, Emerging Artists Theater loads into that theater space they use, which I've performed on many times. I love that stage, I love that space, I love their staff, everything about it. No variables for me. What a gift. But they take possession of the theater Monday morning. So we were the first tech. Our show's tonight, but they had a show last night, but we ended up being the first tech. So they give you the length of your show and a half. So we got an hour and 45 minutes. So we're starting at 1 o'clock to do our 70 minutes of tech. We have 10 sound cues and a few different lighting cues. Now to me, the lighting cues don't really matter. I can't see what I look like under the lights, so that's up to my director to make a mood through lighting of what it is. I do, of course, though, need my sound cues to be what they are, because that is very much in the script that I say this, boom, music. You know, I say this, boom, sound. It's very essential, and the timing of that is crucial. So, because they were loading in starting at 10 o'clock yesterday, by the time we got there at 1, they were kind of not quite ready for us. I understand. They couldn't figure out how to get the speakers to work. I understand. We're figuring it out. We're getting it together. So 1 o'clock to 2:45. By 2:05, I looked at my phone, and we had gotten through one cue. So it started getting... the problem was the tech director is telling me, this computer is fighting with me. It's going to be fine tomorrow. It's going to be fine tomorrow. It's going to be fine tomorrow. Ending with, I'm going to bring my computer tomorrow. It's going to be fine. I don't find that comforting, because now that's an entirely new element. What if your computer doesn't work? So that's, ooh. And by 2:45, they let us go until like 3, but she was like, we got to go. So we're shoving through these cues. We never had a clean, I say the line, you do the cue, lights shift, go. Okay, move on to the next thing. We didn't have a cue to cue, which is what we were there to actually have. So that was unnerving. I left there feeling very rattled. But I'm not going to fight with people. I emailed their director, who's a dear friend. He's wonderful. He's so supportive, to kindly say, I appreciate everything that everyone's doing, and I understand the challenges. However, I don't feel like we got a fair shake here at getting these cues right, and the variable of a new computer concerns me. So can we come in early tonight and run the cue to cue to cue? And he got back to me and said, sure. So, great. But even talking with my director, I'm like, what do I do if the sound just isn't there? Do I, eggs all over my face is what it feels like potentially over and over again. Do I comment on it? Do I say, let's go back? He's like, no, don't. So, on top of everything else I've got to think on, what do I say next? Step down left. That didn't get a laugh. That got a bigger laugh than I expected. We changed that line. Step down right. What comes next? What comes next? To have on top of that the whole, is the sound cue coming? Did it happen? It didn't happen. Now what? Now what? It's, I'm a little unnerved. It's going to be fine. So we'll go in at 5:30, and we'll hopefully run cue to cue with the sound with this new computer or whatever she's got. I also think that having spent the day teching another show, and maybe another one after that, I don't know how many they've teched since we walked out the door, it may very well be that she has figured out a lot of, okay, this is how this thing does what it does. I trust her. I trust this woman entirely. And I know that they all want the best for me. I know all of this. So, but I was left with a lot of yikes. So, it's going to be what it's going to be. In other news, as I, my alarm went off this morning and I fell back asleep for my second alarm, which is, I do too. I had a dream that I was doing the question and answer after the show. And it started with a man getting up and saying, I only one question, what the hell was that? And walking out. And I don't really remember much else of me sitting there having my question and answer. But suddenly the people that were in a theater doing the question and answer were now suddenly bobbing up and down in a lake. And then I asked one question, I don't even remember what it was or what the answers were. And then I looked again and most of them were like, peace out. They'd all left. So I was like, well, I guess we're done here. And then I woke up. So anyways, by the time I post this, the show will be done. So I'm probably going to do a second video to tell you how it went. So later. Oh, hi everybody, I'm on stage. There's the audience. No, they're not here yet. We're about to start teching the Prince Charming show. Look at that. Oh my God, I look like a ghost. Anyways, listen guys, I forgot to tell you. If I'm not mistaken on my math, I believe that on this date, March 22nd of, I believe, 1977, I debuted in the Verona High School musical of Oliver. They brought me up from the middle school, from the 7th grade, because I was just that good. Yeah, when there was a couple of short freshmen gnashing their teeth, you better believe. Yeah, the kids were all from the middle school in the high school production. It was the first time Verona High School had done a musical, and it started becoming a thing where they did musicals after that, but I was the star. Here's the other thing. On that date, on that first night, it was 2 nights only. Friday night, that day, it snowed. It fucking snowed. And they almost canceled the show, and I was apoplectic. But no, the show went on. What's interesting is I was talking to Perry, my director. Almost every single time we do our shows, it snows. Almost every time. The fact that it's not snowing in New York yet, I haven't been outside in 5 minutes, but yet is miraculous. Because usually whenever we get this thing out on its feet, either of our shows, here comes the snow. I don't care what month it is, July, here comes the snow. So get ready for snow in July when we do the run this summer. Anyways, we are down here at the theater and our lovely tech crew is giving us extra time to tech through those cues. Thank you. So I'm sitting on set. I'm getting myself ready to do the thing, and there's that little part of me that's already like, oh, can I just go home and put on my eating dress? I have brownies waiting for me at home, can I just? But no, I'm looking forward to this. So I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, bye. This is the worst part. Sitting alone in a dressing room. Do I look good like that? What do you think? Cracked mirror. My makeup bag, my script, my sip. Carefully. I cannot leave the stage to use a toilet, so I have to sip carefully. I don't want to put on my actual shirt because it's hot as balls in here. It's sweating like a whore on nickel night, and I don't want to be absolutely like a sweaty mess when I hit the stage, which is going to happen anyway. You always want the audience to be cold. Cold for comedy, they say. Nathan Lane is all about, freeze the house, freeze them. They stay awake and lively. So I'm hoping the air conditioning kicks up in there because oof. But anyway, we just finished doing our Q to Q and everything was beautiful. Everything I'd hoped it would be. So I'm now walking into this experience with extreme confidence. It seems like we got quite a nice house of people that are actually showing up on top of the people that have been kind enough to donate tickets. So thank you all for that. And now I'm just killing time. I got like almost a half hour before plays and I'm just like, all I gotta do is put a little powder on my nose and forehead, massive forehead, that should take a while, and put on a t-shirt, and then sneak through the lobby to get to the bathroom before places. So wish me luck. Okay, that's all I'm gonna record until after the show. Okay. Oh, I am home. I'm sitting in front of my laptop on my bedside tray. Somebody else is glad I'm home. I'm eating all the brownies that I made last night after the tech that didn't go well. I needed brownies. It went really well, guys. I had a really good house. It went well. We more than covered the number of seats I needed to sell for them, so I didn't have to pay them. So again, thank you to the friends that donated. And thank you everybody else that came to see it. It went really well. So, we have more work that we want to do on it before we do this run in the summer, but we're really on the road again. It's exciting. It's exciting. I was very proud of myself. I'm tired. So that's a day. Put it all back in the box for a little while, but within 3 months this time, it'll be out of the box for 3 whole weeks. 3 whole weeks! A run. So I'm going to sit with... freak. Friends got me flowers. Now the other one's in the living room, like sniffing a vase of like, what the hell is this? What is this thing? Why? He's such a wreck. Anyways, there's your update, and good night and goodbye. Good, as my mother used to say, good night, sweet prince.